Hey all, today I go to show you the last improve. It is the Executor and the generic Superstar Destroyer Mark 1 wielded in quad. It is the heavy in space battle and I have selected it because it was very good for this demonstration. The first change is the length from this type of ships. Now it goes to be 19 kilometers. Probably many of you go to be more happy with that improve. I always have said how previous scale and the longer scale could be used just because both of them are canon. But probably the Executor suffered several problems with the translations of miles to kilometers. Anyway, the change of scale can be added now in the Alliance Rebellion without so new problems with the units. But I can imagine how some of you go to be thinking, what about the weapons? You go to think for sure how if it is bigger it must add more weapons. But no, it has not more weapons. But you can watch here or playing or in several videos more how this type of ships can destroy several types of smaller ships in seconds. This type of superstar destroyers are enough powerful and they do not go to need more weapons. The only consideration is the time era where they were designed and other more modern superstar destroyers or ships, because a Viscon goes to be more powerful. However, there are several types of Executor class and some of them have better weapons. The Kainen Hammer is the most advanced from the classic design, but there are the Superstar Destroyer Mark II. Both ships are more powerful in several ways than the classic Superstar Destroyer Mark I. What about other Superstar Destroyers with a similar size to the Executor? Well, the Executor, Dominance, Megator, these type of ships go to be so big as the Executor. In fact, it shows the curious point about how the eclipses are smaller in length. These go to be studies for other recordings. Because now you go to discover another improve in the Executor. These are the textures and how it looks in the game. Well, it is the final version, more similar to the generic version from the ship built in Fondor. Again, I compare it with the generic version from Quad.
As you wish, my lord.
Our launch bay has been disabled.
Gravity well generators online. Interdictive field engaged.
Yes, Commander.
If you take a look here, it is less darker and more similar to the Fondor version.
Yes, my lord. We're having difficulty tracking them.
I have made that change because the older was less darker and it did not remember to the ship from the films. And well, these are the biggest improvements on this week. More than other things, they are big changes. Now you can continue watching the video where you can take a good look in these ships with the new length and how they move in the space map.
Nowhere to go.
Calculate every possible destination along their last known trajectory.
Yes, sir. They're coming in quick. I've got one on me.
What is it, General?
Closing on target.
Deploy a fleet so that nothing gets off the system.
As you wish, my lord.
Locked. Craft.
Awaiting orders.
I can't shake.
Regroup. TIE interceptor here.
I'm hit.
Excellent shot.
For the Empire. They have strong resistance.
I've got
Awaiting your orders. Moving to coordinates.
I got one. Interceptor squad reporting. Commencing attack run. Orders, sir. Changing course to intercept.
Squadron reporting. Enemies incoming.
TIEs
Our
reporting.
station
Enemy
is under
forces.
attack.
Orders,
Awaiting
sir.
your command.
Ready for command, sir.
You won't be around
For
much
the
longer.
Empire.
Your command, sir.
Taking him out. Target critical.
Every ship to sweep the area until they are found.
We'll scan the area immediately. We're having difficulty tracking them.
Taking hit. Bomber
Commander.
squadron reporting.
Order confirmed.
Engaging
They
the
will
enemy.
be taken care of.
Calculate every possible destination along their last known trajectory.
Under control.
Getting
About to
alarmed.
be
Cruiser
destroyed.
reporting. Escorting target.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Commander, they're hitting us. Losing power. Losing control.
Reporting in.
We're being targeted.
Attack formation.
Where'd he go?
Escorting target. Roger that.
I've got one on me. Ah!
The enemy will pay.
What is it, General?
Swinging around. Locking on. I can't switch position.
Form up.
Nowhere to run. Falling out of formation.
My scopes are jammed. I'll take them out.
Draw their fire. Incoming.
Destroyer here.
I need to break off.
Deploy a
He's
fleet
headed your
so that
direction.
nothing gets off
Enemies
the
in
system.
range.
As you wish, my lord. We've spotted the enemy fleet, my lord.
Copy.
I can't shake.
Every ship to sweep the area until they are found.
Watch him. He's coming around.
The enemy
Intercepting.
was alerted to our presence.
I felt surprise was wiser.
Understandably.
I'm on them. I've got him.
Turning to your position. Narrowing position.
Watch the crossfire.
Where are the
I
others?
copy.
Stay in formation.
We'll scan the area immediately.
Enough. I am needed elsewhere. Pray we do not meet again.
Get behind them. Eliminating target.
Star Destroyer standing by.
They will not live. Getting on.
Star Destroyer
We're
reporting
having
in.
difficulty tracking them.
Any methods necessary.
space station under attack.
Them now. Locking on. I'm on them. I'm taking hit.
Closing on target.
Enemies in range.
Pursuing enemy forces.
Yes, Commander.
Coming around.
Coming around?
Calculate every possible destination along their last
Go
known
after the
trajectory.
stragglers. Taking them out.
You came out of light speed.
Engaging
too
the
close
enemy.
to the system.
Awaiting orders.
I'm on this one.
Awaiting your orders. Awaiting your command.
I've got them in my sights.
Target locked.
Under control.
Your command, sir.
Watch him. He's coming around.
Heading to destination.
Returning to your position. Tightening up. Let's finish him.
Eliminate.
Coming back around for another run.
Fail again.
Alert all commands.
Engaging the enemy.
Tomorrow will not come.
Commander. Reporting in. Take out the iron cannons.
Getting a lock.
Watch your
We've
back.
got them on scope.
Shield's almost gone.
Order confirmed. Destroy the shield generator. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Regroup for another attack. Ready for command, sir. I'll take care of this. Intercepting.
You can't escape.
He won't be around much longer. Target critical.
The iron cannons are offline.
Getting a lock.
Intercepting.
What is it, General?
Coming in quick.
Roger that. We're moving out.
Deploy the fleet so that nothing is off the system.
As you wish, my lord.
Stay in formation.
Direct all fire on the shield generator.
Taking fire.
Form up. Full speed.
Cover me
The
now.
lasers are our target.
Every ship is in the area until they are found.
Destroyer here.
Closing on target.
Move
Pursuing
out.
enemy forces.
Get behind them.
We'll scan the area immediately.
Copy. Holding for maximum
Unable
firepower.
to shake them.
I copy. Targeting at maximum firepower.
We're having difficulty tracking them.
Use AA methods
Reporting.
necessary.
We shall be there shortly. Star Destroyer standing by.
Eliminating target.
Every possible destination.
I got him.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Target locked.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
I've got them in my sights.
Frigate reporting. Nebulon B frigate. Preparing for combat. Weapons online.
Getting
Yes,
alive.
Commander. Attack commencing.
Where'd he go?
Yes, sir.
Move to that area.
Absolutely, my lord.
Keep in formation.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting your orders.
We are victorious.